Hi everyone, Glimpse here, and today we're here with NEUVILLETTE. Sorry if this seems a little down. I just filmed for like 25 minutes and realized my microphone wasn't on, so we're going to try to cover everything again. Hopefully I don't miss anything this time around again. Super thorough last time, but let's cover this. So, NEUVILLETTE, should you pull for him? Is he worth it? Pretty much the main things about NEUVILLETTE, this character, are pretty much this beam attack right here that I'm going to show you. In combat, it doesn't take this long to charge up, but that's kind of what it looks like. Pretty sick, actually. Personally, I'm a fan of it. For those of you that are curious, I can see now. That's where my glasses went. I'll cover more about how that whole process went later in the video for those of you that are curious at all. Okay. Now, do I think that you should pull for him if you want the TLDR for this? If you need a DPS character, yes. Go ahead, pull for him. He does a pretty good amount of damage. He's super cool. If you're someone that gets bored with characters easily, like Ganyu, or you kind of think like the whole one type of thing gets boring, don't pull for him. He's like a very good character for mobile players, but one common complaint I hear about this character is that he gets old pretty quickly. I personally don't feel that way, but like I'm saying, I'm not really someone that gets bored with characters too easily. So I think if you like this character design and everything, go ahead, pull for him. Real quick, if you guys would like to see more videos like this, want to see more discussions, build guides, whatever, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Right down below. Shameless plug. Okay, now let's get right into this. So, NEUVILLETTE, pretty standard character. Mine's like 31,000 HP. You generally can kind of shoot for a little bit higher than this, but it is what it is. 205 EM, I'm at 40, 282. I have signature weapon, C0. Pretty much, for these, you're going to want to run Marechaussee Hunter. That's just his best set by far. There's no real reason not to, that I can think of off the top of my head. Pretty good constellations. C1 is the one that I hear the most about. So, real quick, going over his passives. Pretty much every time you trigger a Hydro-related reaction, you're going to get increased charge attack damage bonus based on that special beam attack that you saw, right? And then the higher your max HP, like whatever the current HP is, the higher it is up on the bar, the more damage your charge attack is going to do. So as the charge attack drains your HP, as the HP drains down, it's going to do a little bit less over time. It's not super noticeable though. And then just you swim faster, passive talent. If you want to read that, go ahead. Okay, so quick covering. Pretty much some pretty solid weapons for him are, well, here's a signature. You can run this. Pretty much anything with like crit or some EM type weapons if you want. I mean, you don't. EM's not too necessary for him, but the main ones you want are like crit weapons like this, and then if you're not running his signature, you probably want this. This one over here is one of the best free-to-play options. Oh, and the Fontaine Craftable, that's another pretty solid option for you. So, this is a low investment one. If I remember later in the video, I'll go ahead and show a little bit of damage with this one. So, it's just going to be a little bit less. It's not a big deal. I don't think I know who that is. That's fine. Yeah, if you guys see me on and you need something, go ahead, add me as a friend, send a message or whatever. I'll probably be able to help you out with whatever. If I don't answer, I'm probably recording. So, okay. And in the previous recording that I did, I double crowned him right here. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording audio. So let's pretend that already watched this. Oh, here you go. I'll cover it. Oh, it's I can't cover both. It's level 9. There you go. Whoa, it's double crown, guys. That's pretty sick. Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't see that, but it is what it is. I did like 5 pulls on this banner as well, and then I'm like, if I don't get his C1, it's not meant to be. Now we're saving for Arlecchino. Pretty standard build for him. The only difference is that he's an HP scaler. So HP damage dealer scale, you pretty much want to focus on crit, HP, a little bit of EM if you get it or whatever is fine. So you want HP and then damage bonus and then some type of crit most likely. But if you have a signature weapon, sometimes it is better to run HP sands or HP circlet. This is something that a viewer actually recommended me to try out, and I just tried it in the previous recording and it was insane. You guys won't be able to see my first reaction to it, but I'll give you guys a pretty honest reaction as you see the damage buff from HP circlet once you have a signature. It is noticeable. I'm just telling you that. So pretty much, if you have like a lot of crit, like what was I at 280 or something like that? If you have a lot of crit like that, you want HP here. If your HP is a little low, if you're already at like 40, 50,000 HP or whatever, don't worry about it. Just like I'm saying, 31's a little low for like the best NEUVILLETTE build you can have. I just haven't been super fortunate with artifacts, and I gave all my best ones to Ryo. So let's not worry about that. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for like weapons, teams. No, teams. That's what we're going into right now. So, NEUVILLETTE, if you're somebody who really likes, if you don't care too much about building specific supports, or if you're kind of just, I guess, lazy, these 3 teammates don't matter that much, right? Pretty much you just want any 3 other units that can kind of keep them alive if you don't have C1, and like keep them from being knocked around, I mean, without C1. And ones that can trigger 3 different types of hydro-related reactions with him. Pretty simple stuff. So my recommendation is if you're at C1, you can take out like one of these characters, replace it with someone like Child for the normal attack damage increase, or Farina just for the straight damage buff, whatever you have. But for this, for all intents and purposes, you want a swirler, so Animo character with Viridescent set that can swirl pretty consistently. Someone that keeps him from being knocked around, so like Zhongli, Deha, all pretty good options. And then someone that's kind of just pretty solid off-field sub-DPS, like Yamiko, Raiden. I mean, I guess you could use Shinobu, but the range is a lot shorter. Someone like Fischl works as well. You could use Beto. I mean, personally, not as much of a fan as the other 3 I just mentioned, though. So, there are the basics for the team, pretty much. Just follow those guides and you'll have a pretty solid NEUVILLETTE. He's super simple. Let me give you guys a quick little showcase here. We're going to mess around with a couple different things, show you guys some variables, and we'll see how it goes. So, first off, I'm going to just explain to you pretty much how his kit works. This is going to be quick. His kit almost revolves entirely around his charge attacks. Alright? So, that huge beam, like his E and his ult, both just make it possible to do that beam attack more. So, watch this if you get bored. Not the character for you. Okay? So, let's see. Pretty much, look at that. So there's Crystallize, then there's Swirl, and then now we get Electro Charged. And then you can see, there's like 45k, 46. And then look at this. So, his ult makes 6 of these little spheres, and every time you do a charge attack, wherever he went, oh, he died. Every time you do a charge attack, it takes up some of those, and then watch this, to heal, you just start the charge attack and then dash out of it, and you're healed. Alright, pretty cool. So, yeah, because like I was saying, the higher up your HP is, the more damage you're going to be doing. And, yeah, I mean, the little flap things on the back of his coat and his, whatever these are called, those glow as well when he has all 3 of the passives triggered. So that was kind of explaining the rundown part of his kit. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers a little bit closer, and then we're going to go back in and try it with an HP goblet, and then we'll try it with a lower investment weapon, just for those of you that kind of want to see what it's like at lower investment, just in general. So let's get a look here. Let's see, there's 40, 45, 47, 45, and then you can kind of see pretty consistent uptime there. And then that's when the other buffs ran out, it was like 30 something K. So pretty much 45k for what we've seen. Now, let's go ahead and switch out. Okay, so I tried this in the last video, where you switch over to HP, but then look at this crit rate, like... So, we just went ahead and stole this one from Ryo for the time being. That piece is fine. Okay, so, like I'm saying, crit rate's still a little bit low, but you get to see some more more HP, some more HP, a little bit closer ratio, I guess, because otherwise it wouldn't be fair to just have like 9 crit rate and then just only look at the crits, and then I would be getting the same amount of crit damage with like 7,000 more HP. So we're going here with a little bit more HP, a little bit more evened out crit, especially once all the Marshal stuff procs. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. You guys can see. Yeah, you should do the crystallized stuff first, but like, it's whatever. Sometimes you forget it's not the end of the world. Okay, look at that, there's 46, there's 50Ks, 50Ks. So, I mean, it is like somewhat noticeable, right? 35. And you can pretty much just, there you go, re-heal back up to full. So, you do see it is noticeable. Something just to think about, like if you have some more crit already, because you get something called diminishing returns, which pretty much once you get past a certain crit threshold, there's only so much more that crit can do. So it's better to kind of focus in a lot of different stats rather than only focusing on one. So we'll go ahead right here, switch this back with Ryo. I do need to farm some better artifacts for my NEUVILLETTE. Like, all this stuff I'm showing you right here really isn't crazy investment NEUVILLETTE. Like, I think most of this is super achievable for you guys. This damage that you see. Yeah, just like I'm saying, this isn't like a crazy ratio or anything. So you guys could get this pretty simply with this type of weapon. And now let me show you guys just a little bit more with something like this. You're at 34k HP, and then of course the ratio is going to go down a little bit, but where's that? Okay, so like using your burst, you just get more energy and more HP for your team. So I mean, it has its pros and cons. I definitely wouldn't recommend it over signature, but like that's how signature should be. You're gonna see here that this isn't actually terrible. Here, watch this. There you go, I remember to do it first this time. Look at that, that was like 30. So I mean, you see it was about like, and then this is when all the other buffs kind of wore off. But you see it's not terrible, right? Like you're not like, oh my gosh, that's insane or anything, but like, but yeah, that's like a completely respectable option. I mean, that was a little bit slower than the clear. Like you see all the glowing stuff on his back, and then they just went dim right there. But you see, like, this is level 70. This, you could get this higher, and it's like, it's not even that terrible of an option. Like obviously, of course, this is gonna be his best, or this is best. Then it's kind of between this one and the Fontaine Craftable. Those are super good options as well. So just keep that in mind. Now let me show you guys something that I tested in the last video. We're gonna switch her out with Deha. This could really be any type of pyro character. Like you also use Zhangling here. You could use just Zhangling's kind of ult dependent. Didn't really like it. You could use Zhangling, you could use Bennett, but same thing. Bennett, like there's not enough off-field application. That's why I like Deha for this. And kind of just swirl with Kazuha. And then you're gonna see some pretty good vaporize hits here. But look at this as well. My NEUVILLETTE naturally has 205 EM at the start. So something to keep in mind. Okay, now go ahead and take a look at this. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so you swirl pyro, right? Look at that, there's a 120. Okay, I think I did something terribly wrong here, so we're just gonna... There was a couple alright numbers there. Let's go ahead and get some of these bursts back, right? Let's at least get Kazuha's burst. I definitely messed up there. But yeah, this is kind of just messing around at this point. I never got Kazuha's burst. That's fine. Here, we'll start out getting it. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, huh? Swirl pyro. Ready? And then... Why is this so much lower than last time? I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Oh wait. Do I have the right NEUVILLETTE build on or something? Okay, I'm doing something wrong. We're gonna pretend that I haven't tested that at all yet, right? Because last time I did this, I was thoroughly impressed. And right now I'm kind of just like, yeah, it's fine. If anything, I'm seeing lower numbers, which doesn't make sense at all. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, we're just gonna go back, get our ults. No harm, no foul. Alright? Yes. Okay, but overall, yeah, I've been waiting all this time to get NEUVILLETTE C1, and then they say, hey, Arlecchino's coming out right now, and I want all the, I want all the Harbingers, and I think she looks really cool. So, sorry, NEUVILLETTE C1, but it's gonna have to wait a little bit. But I did double crown him to make it up for that, so don't worry about that. Now, you guys ready to see the magic happen? Okay, I'm gonna focus right here. Get ready to see some crazy numbers if I do this right. Okay. Okay, look, we swirled Pyro. And then we get this. Okay. Okay, there you go. There's like a 155. I guess I just wasn't getting lucky on those, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I saw like a 155k there. That's like what I saw originally. The first time I did it, I was getting super lucky, but I guess this is not as easy as I thought it was to pull off originally. So, I mean, not even just easy, I guess. Not as consistent, I would say. Oh, here we have the downtime of Deha. Ready? What's this? Epic damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was pretty funny. Let's just hope that Arlecchino is not the next Deha. Okay. I mean, she should be hitting more than that. She's not a DPS, but that's fine. That's fine. We're not talking about that right now. That's not what we're worried about. Okay. It was fine. I mean, I guess. Okay, the first time I saw this video, you guys would have been definitely more swayed, because the first time I tried it, it was like 110k, 110k. But here it was like mostly like 40, like the regular. I wasn't vaping as often on this one. When I did, I saw like a 150k though, so that was pretty crazy. So I guess if it's enemies that you can get a lot of reactions on, it's going to be a pretty damn good team. Like, you could even switch out Zhongli in here. He's not super necessary. I just kind of wanted to keep him in here for consistency's sake. So you can see the damage of just like swirling with Pyro rather than just hitting with Electro. Pretty much one of the last teams I want to show you guys today is going to be kind of an AoE team. Venti's a pretty good option for this. And let me show you guys why. Same thing. I like using, for AoE teams like this, I like using Freeze. Oh, that. Nope. Like, you can run Farina and stuff as well. It will do pretty solidly, but if you don't have C1, it's like, I don't really think you should be wasting that extra passive for Farina. Like, use Farina on the other side, and you'll get more out of it. That's just the way it goes. And I don't really want to demonstrate it here and then have you guys see it, have your opinions swayed based on that. If you guys want to see me testing out all the different fun teams and stuff, go ahead and look at one of my last NEUVILLETTE videos. I have playlists of pretty much videos of all the characters I talk about. If there's specific questions you have or anything, or I test out like Farina, Child, and stuff at C0. So go ahead and go ahead and check that out if you are really interested. What was I looking for? Okay, if you are really interested, but like I don't really want to demonstrate it again and just kind of doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm gonna show you guys some AoE. This is a simple AoE domain I normally like to test out these teams on. Okay, so here's something that is pretty cool. Okay, so watch this. You go here, and then everyone. And then look at all those numbers going at once. It's crazy. It's like that's super cool. And then look at this. Literally, like, look at Venti's burst. Everyone has their burst back already, and that's a pretty fun team to play. Like, I mean, I don't recommend pulling Venti just for this team, but if it's something that you already have a Venti, you kind of want to test him out in AoE, go ahead and give it a shot. Like, I don't need this right now, but let's see if we get some lucky EM pieces. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Now, that's pretty much all the main stuff. Closing thoughts for those of you that just kind of wanted to see all that. Should you pull from if your account needs DPS, or if you just like if you like his style, if you like his play style, if you like his, if you like just kind of like beam attacks in general, that type of thing. I do recommend him personally. Like, I think that looks sick, personally. I know a lot of people aren't too interested in the beam attack, and they kind of just like the damage numbers, but I mean, to each their own, you know? Don't feel forced, like, if you're getting FOMO about not having this character, it's like, just chillax a bit, man. You'll be fine without him. There, Arlecchino's coming out next, who knows? We'll probably know pretty soon how good she's gonna be. So, definitely looking forward to that. That seems pretty cool. But should you pull NEUVILLETTE, if you're not bored by him, or like, yeah, I say go for it, dude. He's super cool, pretty solid damage. I can even, like, all that stuff you saw right there was pretty attainable numbers, to be honest. None of that is like crazy strong builds. So yeah, pull for him. If that's all you were here to see, like, comment, subscribe again. You guys know the deal. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. For those of you that wanted to hang out, maybe hear about why I can see now a little more in detail, or just hear me talk about future characters like Arlecchino and stuff that I'm super excited for. It's mostly just going to be talking about Arlecchino. I'll talk about other characters in another video. But yeah, if you guys are curious about that, let's go farm some things right now. We are going to farm these new artifacts. Let me find Yai. Okay. Yeah, Raiden's definitely better there, just because it's quicker to set up. But like I've said before, I need to use Yamiko on something because I have her in her weapon on accident. And currently no other teams that really need that. I mean, she's a fine flex slot. It's just not personally my favorite. Okay. Now, you guys are going to kind of see just like, I don't like spamming bursts and everything on like regular day-to-day overworld stuff or quick domains like this. So, I'm going to show you the NEUVILLETTE team I generally run. Just like how it works day-to-day. But yeah. I was definitely looking forward to that NEUVILLETTE C1. I didn't get it like pretty early, so I'm like, okay, if I want Arlecchino and her weapon, I'm gonna have to say I can show some restraint for a little bit of time, you know. The first didn't do too much. I always like to try it out just to see how well it does, you know, but there's nothing crazy. Why is there? Okay, but overall, those of you, I've had a dream. There's something about Arlecchino's weapon that only she can do that makes it look a certain way. Excuse me. Oh, my throat's dry. I've been talking for like 40 minutes straight now. Yeah, I need water. That's fine. Maybe. Okay, clear my throat a little bit. Sorry about that. I don't have water with me this second because I wasn't expecting to talk for this long. Give me 1 second. Let me clear my throat. Okay, sorry about that. I think I'm good now. I'm definitely gonna go drink a bunch of water after this, don't worry. But, okay, now we're gonna get into some vision talk here. If you guys are weirded out about hearing things touching your eye, skip ahead like 30 seconds to a minute. I'm gonna try to cover this quick. So, I was not the best candidate for LASIK, so when I went in, they said I was a good candidate for ICL, which is either implantable contact lens or implantable Collamer lens, just depending on who you're asking. They're both pretty much interchangeable. So, it's a biocompatible lens. You just put it in your eye, and they put it between the lens of your eye and the iris, right? So now I just have this lens in my eye. That's pretty much going to be there till I'm like 60 or so. They say whenever you have to get cataract surgery, you can just go back in and they'll switch it out at the same time. But, like, my vision was -10 and in this eye and -9, which is pretty bad. So, what's super cool about this is, like, no assistance, right? Like, just imagine, okay, like, I talked about this last time, but it's just something that I didn't really grasp. Just imagine waking up and seeing, right? All you people with normal vision, 100%, you're like, yeah, I get it, dude. But, like, it's so insane. This is, okay, so I've had terrible vision my whole life. I'm someone that they said was kind of difficult to correct to 20/20 my whole life, pretty much. So, like, glasses, contacts, whatever I was in, normally I'd have trouble seeing anyways, right? And it's like, that kind of sucks, you know? Like, most of these videos, I don't know if you guys have noticed or how much I actually do it, but a lot of times I'll be, like, squinting when I try to read something at the screen, even though it's right in front of my face. My vision sucks, right? So, this like, I was at work, and one of my friends was showing me something, and I was, like, squinting to see it, even though I could see it perfectly fine. They said, she said, Matthew, you just got your eyes done, why are you squinting? And I was like, it's just out of habit, right? Because I'm 20 years old currently, right? There you go, I just doxed my age. I'm 20 years old. Pretty much my entire life, I've had glasses, because I've had glasses since 1st grade. Which, how old are you in 1st grade? I don't know, like 7, 8, something like that? I don't know. But yeah, so I've had glasses my whole life. Now pretty much, it's been a week now since I got the procedure. The first day, I got a little car sick on the way home because I had to keep my eyes closed. But, like, it's fine. That was just one day. And then I went home. I pretty much napped the whole day. Oh, I was sleeping so hard during those times of recovery. But, like, literally the next day almost, I was back to normal. I didn't even feel anything. I just had, like, some light sensitivity, but now I'm mostly fine. Like, a couple days after, you get, like, some headaches if you're out in bright light and stuff. But, like, dude, I can deal with headaches for a couple... maybe. I can deal with headaches for a couple days to see now. Okay, so the day after you go in, they checked me real quick. They said I was better than 20/20 vision. Or they said I was at least 20/20 vision. And then from the little chart they have you read. And I could read the smallest one super easily, which is not... which is crazy for me, right? Like, I don't think you guys understand how blind I really was. But yeah, like, normally when I read those charts, they say I'm not even on, like, you know, they say, like, oh, you're 20/20 or you're 20/40 or whatever. They said I'm not on that scale. I'm on the finger reading scale because I can't read the biggest letter on those charts, the big E. Like, I can't read that. But now, I was reading the bottom line, man, I was on top of the world, right? It was crazy. That was, like, I've never experienced anything even close to being able to see that well. Normally it's like the 2nd or 3rd line. They say I'm on the cusp of that. But, like, I don't know. It was just, it's insanity. So, if you can't tell, I'm super excited about my new vision. I get to wear sunglasses now. That's fun. That's something that, like, I've always kind of wanted to wear, but, like, you look like an idiot if you're wearing 2 sunglasses. And then I'd have, like, prescription sunglasses, but then my prescription would change, or it's like, I still couldn't really see that well. But now, I can see. I can wear whatever sunglasses I want. Say I'm out in an event, and they give you, like, a free little cheap pair of sunglasses that you just think, hey, this is fun, I want to throw it on. That's something you can see. It's crazy, right? Like, it's just... I'm pretty hyped about it, in case you can't tell. But it's been just over a week now. I'm going back in tomorrow for the week checkup, and then there's, like, a month checkup, and then there's, like, a year checkup thing. There's a day, week, month, and a year checkup, I'm pretty sure. Here's check the pressure in your eyes. Make sure the lens is sitting properly in your eyes and everything. But this was the better option for me. This is... We've got one more domain to farm. Not getting anything too good. But... yeah, honestly, guys, this is insanity. Like, if you're on the fence about getting your eyes done or anything, and, like, you're financially able to afford it, or your work's gonna pay for it, or whatever it is, your parents, whatever. Once you're the right age to get your eyes corrected, I 100% at least recommend going in for a consultation. No, I'm not sponsored. I should be though. Honestly, this is an entirely new world, right? I don't know what it's like to see. Wow, I was not paying attention there. I don't know what it's like to see, dude. Like, literally the thing that's the biggest for me is just waking up and seeing. Like, I can't remember if I said this already, but for the past week, I've been reaching for my glasses just because I'm so out of habit of doing it. Like, sometimes I squint at things and I'm like, what am I doing? I can see that. So, my vision's great now. I won't bore you anymore. Sorry, that went a little longer than expected, but that's kind of what I do on these videos. I just... Don't worry, guys. I'll talk for 5 seconds about this and then talks for like 6 more years. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, you guys can actually kind of see my eyes now. Let's see. Ooh, I'm looking at you. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Oh, I was supposed to talk about Arlecchino, and I brought up her weapon. That's pretty sick. And then I got distracted. But yeah, her kit's been changing a lot. Some buffs, some nerfs. I don't have a lot of pity or anything. I just used the rest of my wishes on NEUVILLETTE banner when I was doing the original recording. But that's fine. Like, I don't need this weapon. I have pretty much his other best in slot. And I already have this weapon. None of these are great, but if you want to pull for these, like, Kazuha is pretty good as well. I didn't talk about it. I don't even know if I have a Kazuha video. I might make one. I feel like everyone kind of knows at this point how good he is. If you want a damage buffer, if you play like elemental teams, like, go for him. That's pretty much the quick rundown. Yeah, Arlecchino, I would have ran, let me show you, because I had this extra Homa kind of just sitting here. I was going to run this on her, and then I saw that she can only do something with her signature weapon in my dream. So if you guys are curious about that, go ahead, look it up. Look at the dream videos that got uploaded. They're pretty cool. But before I go like fully commit and saying that I'm going to get her weapon for sure, I'm gonna wait to see what the numbers look like and everything. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it though. Anyways, even if it sucks. Like, I know I'm saying that now, but it's just, I don't know. If it's Deha numbers, then I'll think maybe not. But if it's like comparable to, I mean, I don't know. If it's somewhere between Diluc and Hu Tao, I'll be like, okay, fine. You know what? Sure, let's go for it. My standards aren't crazy high for that. I just think the drip looks so good, because that's really cool, in my opinion. For those who don't know, the weapon. Ooh, how do I? There you go. That's that's the hint. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. And I'm assuming if you've watched to this point, you're already subscribed, and just, if not, then consider giving it a subscribe. If not, let me know what you think down below. Let me know any personalized questions as well. Feel free to just tell me something specific about your account, and I'll tell you to the best of my knowledge what I think you should do if you just need some guidance, right? Like, obviously, I know that these are not the just pull for whoever you like, but if you do want, if you're kind of on the fence about some things, or if you have any questions, specificities that you want to know about, let me know. I have most of the characters and everything. There's like a few, but like, I have Navi on my second account. Liney's not crazy. I've played her on some other accounts. I'm gonna get her. This is like the only character I really want on this account I don't have. Like, I have her on my second account, I have her on the second account. I don't really care about her. But yeah, it's like so yeah, any questions about these characters, I can pretty much answer it to you because I have almost all of them between my 2 accounts. I like testing them out and everything. I have a bunch of the weapons. So yeah, let me know. Just ask away down below. And yeah, I'll let you guys know. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace.